Good morning, boys and girls. I have some brand new books to share with you this morning. These are ones that are new to our library, and I think you will really enjoy it. This first one is called One Big Heart. Look at all those balloons. That would be pretty fun to have a bunch that big, wouldn't it? This is by Lindsay Davis. One Big Heart, a celebration of being more alike than different. In one itty bitty corner of our great big world is our teeny tiny classroom filled with happy boys and girls. Each one of us is different, 'cause what fun would it be if I looked like my classmates and they all looked like me? Do you see lots of different boys and girls in that picture? I see boys with glasses and girls with ponytails and some kids wearing pants and some girls wearing dresses and some kids with light skin and some kids with darker skin. All different hairstyles. Cute kids. Our faces make a rainbow. Lots of colors all around, shades of tan and melon skin, and even chocolate brown. Some are missing 2 front teeth. Look at that boy. While others smile with dimples, God made each of us unique. It really is quite simple. Some have wavy hair on top, while others wear their straight. Some sport afros, twists, or braids. I think my pup looks great. She's awfully cute. Look at her looking at us through the aquarium. They have a fish tank in their classroom. I see those sea creatures in there. Juan is short and Reed is tall. We're every shape and size. Some have freckles on their nose and some have bright blue eyes. God gave us different bodies that can do amazing things. With one arm, Ella does cartwheels, and my friend Amanda sings. Can you do cartwheels? With one arm? That would be pretty impressive. Sam loves telling stories and wants to learn to read. Noah wears a bright red cape and runs with super speed. Mila plays a princess with a long pink ruffly dress. Asher likes to jump and splash and often makes a mess. He's leaving footprints on that paper with paint. They're playing dress up. The bell rings and we head outside for recess in the sun. Our giggles and our laughter show we all like having fun. I see those smiling faces and understand today we're more alike than different in many special ways. Their recess looks a lot like our recess time, doesn't it? I see a slide. Some kids are making hopscotch with chalk on the sidewalk. They're running and playing tag and playing ball. I think most kids like recess. We each have rhythm deep inside that makes us want to move. We love to run and jump around and find our playground groove. Monkey bars, hula hoops. So fun. Back inside for music, we bop to every beat. We wiggle and dance sideways. We clap, then stomp our feet. That's a pretty fun music class. They've got instruments out. They're singing and dancing. I love it. And afterward, it's lunchtime, our favorite time of day. No matter what we choose to eat, our taste buds shout, hooray! And different kids have different kinds of lunches, don't they? Kids like different things to eat. Each of us is curious We can't wait to explore. We ask a lot of questions, and then we ask some more. We all like to imagine and let our minds run free, to draw or write or dream about what we'll grow up to be. Look at those neat pictures they've drawn of what they might like to do when they're bigger. We all have great big feelings that don't always stay inside. Sometimes we've gotten angry. Sometimes we've sat and cried. His paper got ripped and he's feeling sad. Then a friend will cheer us up and fill our lives with joy. We all need friends who give us hugs or share a favorite toy. Oh, look how sweet. She's making her buddy feel better. But the way we're most alike, the most important part, God gave us all a special gift. We each have one big heart. We've got a lot of elbows. We've got a lot of hands. We've got eyes to help us see and feet so that we can stand. But the thing that matters most is something we can't see, the touch of God that's inside you and also inside me. That's the place where kindness grows and where love gets its start. Deep down in our pumping, thumping, one big heart. I really like that story. It talks about how even though all kids have differences, there's a lot of things that are the same about kids too. And especially the way God made us to have one big heart to love each other. Okay, my next story is called When God Made You. Look at that girl on the front. She looks like she's flying, doesn't she? This is by Matthew Paul Turner. Look at all those pretty colors on the cover page. Looks like a beautiful painting. You, when God made you all shiny and new. An incredible you, a you all your own, a you unlike anyone else ever known. An exclusive design, one God refined. You're a perfectly crafted, one of a kind. 'Cause when God made you, somehow God knew that the world needed someone exactly like you. You, God thinks about you. God was thinking of you long before your debut. From the very beginning, amid history and time, you, little one, never left God's mind. God imagined your eyes, your head's shape and size, and knew what you'd look like when you felt surprised. Ooh, show me a surprised face. God pictured your nose and all 10 of your toes, the sound of your voice. God had it composed. The lines on your hands, your hair, every strand. God knew every detail like it was all planned. Out of billions of faces, from cultures, all races, people God made from all different places, God knew your name. Your picture is framed. God's family without you would not be the same. You are so special to God. Because when God made you, this much is true, the world got to meet who God already knew. All different people, but God knows each one of them. You, God sees you. God delights in what is and sees only what's true. That you, yes you, in all of your glory, bring color and rhythm and rhyme to God's story. Look, she's giving her a plant. That's neat. So be you, fully you, a show-stopping review. Live your life in full color, every tint, every hue. Discover, explore, have faith, but love more, and learn and relearn all that God made you for. Use your talents and passions, those gifts that God fashioned. Think up ideas and then put them into action. She's using her talent to draw and paint. Because God loves you creating, your true self displaying, when light on the inside through art is portraying. When you make believe, the stories conceived, the heroics, the magic, those tricks up your sleeve. The picture's getting bigger, isn't it? It looks like the plant, doesn't it, with all those pretty colors? When you dance alone, spinning like a cyclone, being whoever, whatever, in a world all your own. God smiles, and here's why. In the spark of your eye, a familiar reflection shines bright from inside. Ooh, the picture's getting prettier, isn't it? Because when God made you and the world oohed and awed, in heaven they called you an image of God. Image means looks like. Yes, you. When God dreams about you, God dreams about all that in you will be true. Look at her picture. Yeah. That's you. God's you will be hopeful and kind, a giver who lives with all heart, soul, and mind. A dreamer who dreams in big and small themes, one who keeps dreaming and journeys upstream. A mover, a shaker, a lover of nature. Oh, she's imagining she's flying with the birds. A builder of bridges, you, the peacemaker. Oops. A you who views others as sisters and brothers and lives by 3 words, love one another. A confident you, strong and brave too. You being you is God's dream coming true. Because when God made you, all of heaven was beaming. Over you, God was smiling and already dreaming. God made you to be very, very special. Okay, let's do one more story, and this one is called It's Okay to Be Different. Look at all those different kids on the front. This one is by Sharon Fertil. We are all different. Do you know each and every person is different? It's true. If everyone looked and acted the same, how would we know who was who? That would be pretty odd if every boy and girl looked the exact same. Some kids love to swim, and some like to hike. Give me a thumbs up if you like to swim. I do, and I like to hike too. Some like to dance and some like to bike. Do any of you have a bicycle at home or a trike or maybe a scooter? That's pretty fun. We are all different. Some kids love the color blue and some adore yellow. Maybe pink is your favorite color, like this little fellow. Okay, tell me what your favorite color is. Mine is blue. Some kids love to build towers out of blocks. Some kids enjoy wearing different colored socks. That's funny. But if that makes them happy, that's pretty good. We are all different. Some kids have blonde hair and light colored skin. Some kids have dark hair and dark colored skin. Some kids are big. Some kids are small. Some kids are short and others are tall. We are all different. Some kids are great at science and math. Others kids choose a whole different path. Perhaps playing sports or music's their thing. Some kids play an instrument while others can sing. There's a French horn there and a keyboard and a guitar. We are all different. Some kids wear glasses that help them to see. Some kids talk with an accent that's different from me. Some kids get to ride in cool-looking chairs. They take the ramp while others take the stairs. Some kids need to use a wheelchair or a walker to help them. We are all different. Some kids have glasses, crutches, wheelchairs, and slings, but it's never okay to make fun of these things. Even though we don't all look, act, or sound alike, one thing is true. Every child is an individual, a person like you. So some kids have things that don't work quite right on their bodies and they need to have a wheelchair to help them, or they've gotten hurt and they need crutches or a sling. You should always be kind to those who are different from you, because to them, you are different too. Remember, it's okay to be different. It's okay to be you. You were made to be different. You were made to be you. It's okay to be different. Who do you know who is different from you? If you have noticed differences, maybe they have too. What about them makes them different from you? And if you wanted to show them kindness, what would you do? So I want you to think of someone who's different than you. Maybe it could be a neighbor or a friend or one of your relatives. And think of something kind that you could do for them this week. Maybe it would be helping out your mother in a certain way, or helping one of your brothers or sisters. I'm sure they're different from you. And doing something that would show kindness to someone else. I hope you have a great week, and thank you for listening to Storytime. Bye-bye.